Found a strange object in stool. Looked like a large lima bean. White, rubbery, floating. About 1 inch long, ½ inch wide and the thickness of a lima. When mashed, pale yellow pasty stuff was on the inside. What in the world could it be? Not taking any capsule meds and have not eaten or swallowed anything even slightly resembling this thing. Not first one I have seen. Just the first one I fished out of the bowl and looked it up close. Is this something I should be worried about?
Welcome to Just Answer Health. And thank you for your question. I am a verified expert and am delighted to help you today. Sometimes when food is not digested properly in the small intestine, undigested fat and other debris can form into an oblong globule and can be seen in the stool. I would recommend you collect one of these and bring it to your doctor so that he can examine you and find a cause as well as treatment, if needed.
This was not like corn or sesame seeds. Are you saying that fat can group themselves into an object that cohesively to form a skin and be filled with paste?
Like a fat globule with a semi-hard outer layer. Please click on this link and see the section on impaired intestinal absorption http://www.hoslink.com/labresults/gastrointestinal.htm.
Malabsorption? I don't understand if this is normal or something I need to persuade. If my digestive system is not absorbing properly, what is causing that? I read the article and found nothing to point me in a direction to persuade. Could this have something to do with proteins? Someone at my gym said she thought it may be from milk or whey proteins found in protein shakes and energy bars.
It could be due to something as simple as an intolerance to dairy or protein bars or other foods. If you'd like, you can start a process of elimination to try to isolate the cause. For example, cut out all dairy for 2 weeks and see if this problem persists. Cut out protein supplements for 2 weeks, etc. Also, some medications such as metformin are notorious for similar symptoms, butterbean objects and stool. I would also recommend that you see your doctor and explain your concerns. He may want to run some lab tests to check your nutritional status. Dear Customer 2BV0, perhaps I can be helpful. Your description of what you saw on this one occasion, and in the absence of chronic diarrhea, weight loss, mucus, etc., I do not think this is malabsorption. I would be more concerned with possible infection with an intestinal worm. This can occur from eating contaminated, raw food, like salads, from inadequately cooked meats, fish, etc. Obviously, if seen again, retrieve it and take it to your primary care to send to a lab. If not, you can get a stool culture done and blood count to look for evidence of elevated white blood cells. Don't be alarmed, this can be done without emergency. Good luck.
As stated in original message, it was not the first one, nor the last one, I have seen. It was the first one I examined. Past and smaller version today. This one contained a thick liquid of pale yellow, not particularly malodorous, and consistent in color and texture throughout. Since I have become curious about this stuff, I noticed that the object is passed in a semi-soft stool, not liquidy but somewhat mucousy. There is definitely no weight loss. I am certainly no expert, but what in the world kind of worm would result in these one long bean-like object? Contents of the pouch gives no hint of larva or organism. Malabsorption or not? If malabsorption, why?
I still think your best course of action is to take one of these things to your doctor. Ask him first, he may not prefer to see it, who can send it to the lab for analysis. That coupled with the consistency of the stool, the presence of mucus, the lack of feeling sick, and no fever or malaise, I think it's a digestion issue. It may be that a specific food or food group is triggering the increased motility and inability to fully digest all of the food particles.
If you have a health question and want to chat with a doctor now, visit justanswer.com/ythealth.